Okay, so I'm going to end with this. So Gates of Fire, it's about the Battle of Thermopylae, which was in August or September around there, 480 BC. It's when all the city-states, the Greek city-states, led by King Leonidas. This is during the second Persian invasion of Greece. The war only lasted about a year, ended in 479 BC. Second Persian invasion of Greece by King Xerxes. Came to Greece, bunch of city-states fought under King Leonidas. So Athens was ultimately burned to the ground during this shit, but ultimately the Persian army was expelled from Europe. So I'm gonna read a little passage from this because I think it's fucking epic. It's one of my favorite books. I highly recommend it, and we're gonna get fired up. We're gonna come out of this podcast fired up, and we're gonna be ready to live. Okay, so it says this. This is mid battle. So this is fucking Spartans fighting side by side. You've all seen 300. Damn, my papers are flying away. Oh no. That's not good. Those papers are flying away. Okay, here's the deal. We're going to go get them after this. We're almost done. Okay, it says this. Reform, reform. I heard an officer shouting. Someone shoved me aside from behind. In an instant, other Spartans from another platoon surged forward, reinforcing the membrane-thin front, which stood at the brink of buckling. So granted, we're not at war right now. We're not on a battlefield. But what we are doing, we are on a battlefield sometimes of our own creations. People are stressed out around us. Companies are stressed out. Our leaders are stressed out. Our family members, our friends are stressed out. Be strong for them. So we're not fucking going to war. We got a hell of a lot easier than having to go to war. This isn't WW2, okay? But it doesn't mean we can't show how strong we are, okay? So it goes on to say, this was fighting scrambled. It stopped the heart to behold the gallantry of it. In moments, what had been a situation at the brink of catastrophe was transformed by the discipline and order of the reinforcing ranks into a strong point, a fulcrum of vantage. Each found himself in the fore, no matter what rank he had held in formation, now assumed the role of officer. These close ranks and lap shields, shadow to shadow, a wall of bronze rose before the scrambled mass. So a bunch of bodies just fucking fighting on the battlefield. That's what we're talking about right now. Buying precious instants for those who found themselves in the rear to reform and remarshal, surging into position in second, third, fourth ranks and take on that station's role and rally to it. Nothing fires the warrior's heart more with courage than to find himself and his comrades at the point of annihilation, at the brink of being routed and overrun, and then to dredge not merely from one's own bowels or guts, but from one's own discipline and training, the presence of mind not to panic, not to yield to the possession of despair, but instead to complete those homely acts of order with Dianekes. So, I think a lot of people up on the front lines right now in the healthcare system, fucking keeping your cool. And what is it? What do you need? What do these healthcare people need to do? Fucking, they need to do what they were trained to do. They need to do these, as this thing says, the homely acts of order. They need to follow protocol. They need to stay calm. They need to, obviously they're under a shit ton of strain. They're especially in Italy, they're under new circumstances. But what they need to do is they need to fall back on their training. Okay, same thing. You need to fall back on. It's never going to help to not be keep things orderly, keep things calm, keep things cool, keep things calculated. So it goes on to perform. So the supreme accomplishment of a warrior is to perform the commonplace under far from commonplace conditions. Perform the commonplace under far from commonplace conditions. That's not just the accomplishment of warrior. That's just the accomplishment of greatness. Do what you know you need to do in moments of hardship. That's what it comes down to. So it goes on. Not only to achieve this for oneself alone, as Achilles or the solo champions of yore, but to do it as part of a unit, to feel about oneself, one's brothers in arms, in an instance like this of chaos and disorder. Comrades whom one doesn't even know, with whom one has never trained, to feel them filling the spaces alongside him, from spear side and shield side, fore and rear, to behold one's comrades likewise rallying, not in a frenzy of mad possession, driven abandon, but with order and self-composure, each man knowing his role and rising to it, drawing strength from him as he draws it from them. The warrior in these moments finds himself lifted as if by the hand of a god. He cannot tell where his being leaves off and that of the comrade beside him begins. In that moment, the phalanx forms a unity so dense and all-divining that it performs not merely at the level of a machine or engine of war, but surpassing that to the state of a single organism, a beast of one blood and heart. Give me shivers just saying that. Gets me fired up. Okay, we'll end it there, people. Stay strong. Keep your composure. Again, it's looking like some governors are saying that they see the healthcare system going to peak within 2 weeks is when the most infections are going to peak. So I do think we're still in the middle of this. We're not out of the woods. We do need to prepare for the eventuality that things will get worse, and we need to be strong for when they do. We need to, in any way any way we can help these healthcare workers, any way we can help anyone that's doing anything to help in this situation. We need to stay calm. Don't spread your fear. It's very easy if you're feeling down or feeling negative about something to bring someone else into that fold. Try not to do that. Okay. You may have lost your job. Your finances may be hurt, and you may be struggling. There are a lot of things. It's very easy to spread that. Try to, for your fellow people, your fellow friends, your Fukin unit, try to stay as cool, calm, and collected as possible. Now, I'm not saying don't share your fears, don't share what you're afraid of, don't share your pains, but do it in a constructive way and try to keep your Fukin cool. Don't spread that fear.